What's up, world? It's your girl, Stacey Adams, coming to you live and direct from my living room here in good old Cyprus. I probably got like a couple more weeks left of broadcasting live from here, and then I will be broadcasting from the new home, which is located in wonderful Chesterfield, Missouri, out there with the good folks. I come to you tonight. It's about 2:06 in the morning. I just left the Lauryn Hill concert, and I don't even know really where to begin with the concert. So this might actually have to be a two-parter or whatever. YouTube just said something about how I can do longer than 15 minutes, but I'm gonna try not to talk your ear off or whatever. If I sound weird, I apologize. My voice is kind of gone from screaming at the concert, and also like I still really can't hear out of this ear. It's really strange. So I don't know what I sound like. So from the from the time the concert began, or from the time I left my house, like I was taking notes, like literally, like this is my steno pad that I got from work. Thank you, city. And I literally was like taking notes. Like you see this, like notes, like back and forth, like notes. So I'm gonna try not to go through everything that's on here. Like I said, it's probably gonna be a two-parter. Like first part is like the road to the concert and actually the concert. This right now, I'm gonna talk about the actual concert. So um, let's start off with this. So Lauryn Hill, they announced that the concert is gonna happen, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna have a Lauryn Hill concert. It's like, yeah, right, whatever. Lauryn Hill is really coming, whatever. Like I guess Hilton finally froze over, but next thing you know, it's like, oh crap, she really is coming. Tickets go on sale. Tickets are like $55, $65. And it's like, damn, for Lauryn Hill at the pageant, like I'm paying that much. Now, true enough, I did pay $200 to go see Jay Z, but like, he's dropped albums recently. Lauryn Hill ain't had an album since 1990, whatever it was. But I still paid it. I was like, babe, I'm going to go see my girl. Like I've been begging for Lauryn Hill to come back. I was excited. I wanted to see it. In the past few weeks, though, or the past week or so, everyone knows that the reviews for her concerts have been crazy. Like she showed up 4 hours late in New York, and people were booing her, and she told them that she was worth the wait. In Atlanta, like was it last night or something? People actually walked out because she was late. So we're all scared. There were a lot of people who took their tickets back. Now, at first they weren't doing refunds, but they ended up doing refunds because she pushed the concert back from 7 to 9. And when they did that change in the pageant, a lot of people to do refunds. Because of that, a lot of people got to go to the concert today who originally didn't even have tickets. There were a lot of people who told me they had just bought their tickets that afternoon because so many people had done the refunds. So um, the idea, what we had to do was you doors opened up at 9, so you get general admission at the pageant, and that's what we paid for was general admission because you couldn't get the balcony anymore. So which means that it's first come first serve. You walk in and you hopefully you get a seat, no matter how it didn't matter. Like you walked in and then if you know me, I got to sit down. Period. I don't care what. I don't care if I got on some Crocs. I want to sit down. Damn it! I paid this money. I'm gonna sit down. So we said, all right, we're gonna go to Halo Bar first. If you go to Halo Bar, which is connected to the pageant, you get to get in early. And so we go to Halo Bar, and Halo Bar is supposed to open. Normally opens at 5. Halo Bar did not open at 5. They decided they were opening up at 7. So we went across the street to this restaurant called Pie, and I got this weird dish. I took a picture of it and put it on Facebook and Twitter. Y'all can see it. It was very weird. It was like mozzarella in its rarest form and tomato or some shit. So we do that at 6 o'clock. We leave Pie, and people are already lined up outside of Halo Bar. We're like, oh crap! So we get in line because Halo Bar has a capacity of 150 people. So we stand in line or whatever for an hour. It is freezing cold outside. Freezing, freezing, freaking cold. We stand outside. We go. We finally get in the Halo Bar. We're there for 2 hours, from like 7 to 9. We're supposed to be waiting there for the people to be able to go in. 8:30 they were nice enough to actually let us in. So we go into the pageant. I was lucky enough I had to elbow an old chick, excuse me, or whatever. But we got in. We had front row seats. I was front row like on the side or whatever. And they had a DJ come out. DJ such and such, whatever his name was, DJ somebody. He was cool though. Great DJ. Played a lot of throwback stuff or whatever. But he was like all over the place with it. Like he do like some 80s stuff, some early 90s stuff, then go back to the 70s, and then come back to the 90s. And then it's like, okay, I need you to pick. Like I need you to go in chronological order because you're all over the place and you confuse me. Finally, he goes off. then DJ whoever the hell comes on, and he gets on there, but we can't even see him. I guess he's backstage. I don't know if he's Lauryn's like official DJ, whatever. So he comes out, he starts rocking it, and then this fool starts playing stuff that we'd already heard from the first DJ, like an ass. So we're like, were you not listening the first time? I don't wonder how many times can I hear Murder She Wrote. That's my jam, but I don't need to hear it more like 15 times. So finally, like the audience, I actually have a note here of when it actually happened. Like we're sitting there, we're listening to stuff. The DJ comes on to bribe us or whatever, like around, like I said, at about 9:30 is when the DJ comes on. So it's like okay, and we're sitting there, and then at about 11, like 11:04, that's when the first DJ goes off. Now remember, Lauryn Hill's. Oh, okay. Oh wait, hold on. Back up. Nine. She's supposed to go on at 9 o'clock. We're inside of Halo Bar, and then all of a sudden, somebody comments on one of my statuses on Facebook and says, Kevin Johnson says she's not going on until 11. Kevin Johnson works for Post Dispatch, and he gets his information directly from a source, always. It's never, some false information. So I go online, I'm looking, he's confirmed with pageant officials that she's not going on until 11. And then they throw this sign up, like they just throw these little printouts or whatever up saying that she's going on from 11 to 12:30. What in the damn? So we've already been pushed back to 9. We already knew that, but now we're in here and she's not going on until 11 o'clock. Really, Miss Lauryn Hill? For real? It's like that. So, like I said, so now we're going back into actually being in the pageant. So we're in there, we're waiting, and we're listening to the DJ. Everybody's getting crunk, but it's cold as hell in there. We're waiting. And then 11:04, that's when DJ whoever the hell comes on. And it's like, wait a minute, where the fuck is Lauryn Hill at? She's supposed to come on at 11 o'clock. So finally, like at 11:50, the crowd starts going Lauryn, because in St. Louis we don't play that crap. Bitch, where you at? I done paid my money now, and I gotta go to bed in the morning. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Where the hell are you at? Finally, she comes out. Lauryn Hill comes out. Let me tell you this: I don't know if that's her hair, but as Wendy said, my friend Wendy that was with me, Wendy said, I wonder if Samuel Jackson has called her and said that he wants his wig back from Pulp Fiction. Now I hate Wendy, but that was funny as hell. This wig, this fro that she had on, it was the exact same afro that Samuel Jackson had in Pulp Fiction. I don't know if that was his wig in particular, but it was somebody's wig, and that was her fro. And she had a very grown ass outfit on. She had on like these slacks, this vest or whatever that went with the slacks. Like probably like some long sleeve, like let's say black shirts, like a tan suit or whatever, and then she had on all these different bangles and jewelry and stuff. But she had on like this shawl thing that had this whole fur collar around it. And it's like, really? Ain't you hot as hell? I mean, I know it's cold in here, but you up on stage or whatever, and it's like I know that it's hot as hell up there. So she keeps like she keeps trying to like it keeps falling off her shoulders, and she keeps pulling it up, and like the hood just keeps going like over her head. And it's like this is funny as hell. You in this horrible ass thing you got on. So the first song that she did was some song I'd never heard of a day in my life. I don't know what that was, but she was really feeling it. Whatever that song was, she was really, really into it, and I was happy for her. Whatever the hell song that was. Then she did Lost Ones. Now here's the thing, and I read about this, I guess on Sandra Rose or whatever. What she has done is she's taking her old songs and she's doing them, but she's doing them to different music. In theory, not so bad, right? Like, okay, you just changed the beat up. Well, you changed the beat and the melody. So she's telling us to sing along, but we can't sing along. It's kind of like what Uncle Ruckus singing, "Don't trust them new niggas over there." Sing along if you know the words. We don't know the words because you're making this up as you go along. So Lost Ones, trash, and then she sang like When It Hurts So Bad, which was a great song, whatever. Right? She did a lot of vamping, and she kept on giving these like what the fuck looks to the band, which was hilarious. Like I don't know if they weren't following her vision of what she had, but she'd be like, oh, damn, it was very she was very emotional with these songs. Then of course she did X Factor, which brought the house down. But the thing is with X Factor, she did it twice. She did it the first time and we didn't, we couldn't keep up, and then the second time we really couldn't keep up either. But it was a better version the second time around. Then she did Final Hour off of Miseducation. Final Hour was never anybody's jam. And why she chose to sing that song, I don't know. She should have had some dude out there. She should have had a backup singer that was a guy and done Nothing Even Matters. Or she could have sang the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill or something. But a lot of people were in the audience, were like just kind of like this, just with their arms folded. The balcony was literally sitting down because they just kind of, I guess they just couldn't follow along with her, and they were expecting the old stuff. And it's like I'll get into that in a second about how I feel about that. And then so then she goes like, I'm gonna go back, y'all. I'm gonna go way back. And it's like, well, how far back you going? You really only had one album. I mean, you can count the unplugged album, but you had one album. So how far back you going? Sister Act? I thought she was gonna sing "Oh Happy Day," but she didn't. She started doing the Fuji stuff. So she did some Fuji stuff or whatever, and she did some song I'd never heard of, and then she started singing "I Only Have Eyes for You," the old song "I Only Have Eyes for You." I don't know. I didn't listen. Let me say this. I own the score, but I bought the score when everybody else bought the score when "Killing Me Softly" came out. I cannot lie and tell you that I've listened to all those songs on there. Maybe it's on there, but I never listened to "Blended on Reality" either. So maybe I Only Have Eyes on You was on there, or maybe she just was feeling that song. I don't know. And then she did Fuji Live, which was a big hit. Everybody loved that. She did Ready or Not, and she actually used the real beat for that. So the crowd goes crazy. She did Killing Me Softly and rocked it out. Like rocked out with her cock out before Killing Me Softly. And then she did Turn Your Lights Down Low, and she did that to the original beat as well. And the last thing that she did was Do Wop, that thing. And people were really into that. So overall, I enjoyed the concert. I really did, but I'm a Lauryn Hill fan. I'm a big fan of Lauryn Hill, and I really did enjoy the concert. I know there were some people who didn't like the concert or whatever, and or who I know who are going to say I didn't like it because I couldn't sing along with the songs. If you tried hard enough, you could sing along with the songs. But it's like, what did you expect? It's like, and this is what actually I wrote down, and I said there are stoic faces amongst the crowd. The balcony is just sitting down. No one knows how to react to her performance. Fans want to sing along, but it's very hard to. But going into this concert, we all knew that Lauryn Hill wasn't doing the same shit as she was doing before. Hell, she was doing something different when she did the Unplugged album. I said, I think it was either when the concert was first announced, it was either Rocky Knuckles or Tef Poe that said on Facebook, I don't want to pay money to see anybody doing the same thing that they were doing 12 years ago. And that's kind of real. I mean, even Jay Z said, if you want my old shit, buy the old album or whatever. So she's on some new shit now. And as fans, it's like, do we hail her or nail her for that? It's like, seriously, like the woman walked away from us 12 years ago because there were too many pressures in the industry or whatever she was going through or whatever. And she's taken out that time, to grow since then. And it's like, shouldn't we embrace her growth as an artist? She's doing I don't want to say doing us a favor, but hell, at least she did the old songs. She could have busted out her guitar again like she did on Unplugged and just start singing randomness. And she didn't. Luckily enough, we knew what songs she was singing. We could at least identify those. Um, but I think that her fans should really embrace her growth. And I think that's the problem that we have as fans and as people, that we don't like to see people change. We like the same old, but then get mad at the same old, same old. And it's like, if everything's like, no artist stays the same. Everyone evolves into something else. And even with Stevie Wonder, let's say Stevie Wonder dropped an album right now, it would not be the same stuff as Songs in the Key of Life. It would still be him. It'd still be his personal touch on it, but it'd be more modernized, or he'd be on whatever new that he could do. Everyone has done it. Everyone does it. You're always reinventing yourself. So I feel like I don't feel like we should fault her for her making changes. It's like, yes, we waited. Like, I waited 12 years to see her, and I'd have waited all night if I had to. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got home from a concert that was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, and it didn't start till 11. But I didn't sit there and I didn't complain. I was happy when she came out. I videotaped, I clapped, I screamed, I hollered. I got up and I did a little jig, and I was like, ba 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 ba. I was singing the song with doo wop and all that. It's like I was out there, and like I said, but the people that were with me, they were all kind of just sitting back, like, oh man, what is she singing about now? She need to sing some shit that I recognize. And it's like, I recognized everything.